at a one loft pigeon race. So let me explain to you what this is. So here are a few of the birds I'm going to be sending to the race.
But I can do it. But
essentially what a one loft race is, all of breeders from all across the world ship birds when they're really young to one huge loft, and then they're raced throughout the series, and then the winner gets, different prizes down from there. So right now, this is the old birds. They raced last year in young bird series, and then now they're gonna race old birds. This is John. Do you want to explain kind of what's going on here?
yeah, basically these birds doing an 8-race series. Last week they just had their 250-mile race. This weekend they're going to be racing 300 miles, and then the following week will be the grand finale, which will be 425 miles, a little bit south of Savannah, Georgia.
And then through this door, we have the young birds. So these are very young birds that were born all in 2025, and then the breeders shipped them out to be raced here. So we got birds from Belgium and all over the United States. So explain kind of what's going on here.
Yeah, basically we're in our intake period right now. All the birds here have been received beginning of February, and we'll accept birds all the way up to June 17th will be the last time you can ship birds in the mail. Then we'll be exercising them daily, and they'll be learning the routine. At the end of September, we'll start training them down the road, taking them away little by little, learning 1 mile at a time to 2 to 5 and all the way up to 100 miles before we start doing the first race.
I'm going to be sending 8 birds to this race. Here's a little bird right there. The races will be later this year. I'm really excited, and there's already, I think, double right now.
Yes.
Double the birds than last year. So this is going to be a very competitive race. I'm really excited. So right now they're learning how to be homed into this area. So they're up there. Pigeons, they'll call that place they grow up their home. So all of these birds right now shipped here around 30 to maybe 50 days old. When they're that young, they're still young enough to call this new place their home, so they'll come back here. So you can't just take a pigeon 200 miles down the road and then expect them to fly back. They have to be trained how to come in through the door, which is right here, and then they have to learn their surroundings and what their home actually looks like. And on a cage up top here, they can see the surroundings and everything like that. And then there's a trap right here, so they learn how to come through there, but then they can't go back out. So they learn that system, and then as they learn the system, then you take them down the road a little bit farther at a time to then be homed in, and then you can really go to that 100, 200, 300 mile race as they learn how to do everything. So here is one of my birds that's at the race right now. The mother of this bird was 13th average speed at Cuevas Classic last year. Dad of this bird was a very well-performing bird at the California Classic. They're not just, any random pigeon off of the New York streets. All these birds have pedigrees, and they're hand-selected from the very best racing pigeons all over the country. You want very high quality muscle, high quality feathers, just a very good instinct to come back home very fast. They're not just some random pigeon that somebody shipped. They are off of very expensive, high quality racing pigeons that have been developed over the years.